Morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this Tuesday morning as we look ahead now to this final week of September. We're going to be looking towards dry and warm weather ahead. We had a little rain overnight. We still have some out there this morning, but we will be trending towards drier weather as this moves on out of here this morning. So a little bit of light to moderate rain across southern and eastern areas. Sky's already starting to clear out to the northwest. This trend will continue, although by 9, 10 o'clock, we're mostly done with the rain, but eastern and southeastern areas may see a little bit of developing pop-up showers this afternoon. Wouldn't even rule out maybe a clap of thunder here in a few isolated spots. This is about Lincoln eastward, Lincoln and Beatrice eastward. Most of the rest of us will see a trend towards more and more sun as the day goes on. Slightly breezy north and northwest winds, but not really bringing any cooler air in. As we get towards the end of the afternoon, there's the last of the showers. We'll see skies continue to clear up this evening. Lighter winds overnight tonight, leading to a cooler morning tomorrow morning. But after that cool start, we're going to see a warmer day ahead on Wednesday. Plenty of sun, a couple of clouds out west. And then looking ahead to tomorrow night, the weather looks to remain quiet. I think that trend will continue into your Thursday. Temperatures today topping out in the mid to upper 70s, perhaps a couple of lower 80s to the southwest and way out west there in the western part of the Panhandle. And this is an area worth watching in the days ahead. Keep an eye on that. Lows tonight down into the 40s, maybe some near 50 degrees, so a little chillier tomorrow morning, but a warmer afternoon tomorrow with highs in the upper 70s, but mostly low and mid 80s. And again, you see out west, upper 80s, even some lower 90s. It's going to be a little hotter here in the west, especially as we look forward to Thursday. Now, Thursday morning, we start off with upper 40s and lower 50s, maybe some mid 50s in the northwest. And then look at these highs on Thursday. 98 in Chadron, 96 in Scotts Bluff. Most of us will top out in the 80s for afternoon high temperatures, maybe lower 90s in Valentine as we look ahead to your Thursday. Friday, more of the same, upper 70s and 80s out there, maybe not all those 90s out west, but we're going to keep the warmth ahead of us here all the way through this upcoming weekend. So as we look at the 7-day forecast, first of the next 3 days, again, rain wrapping up this morning, a little breezy today. Warm weather, upper 70s and low to mid 80s for highs in the Tri-Cities. Lows, upper 40s tonight, and then it's mostly lower 50s after that. A few extra clouds coming in starting Friday, but more so into the weekend. But it looks like that tropical system off to our east is going to keep the rain to our east. So we'll just see these clouds. Thicker clouds over eastern Nebraska, not as much as you go farther west. Temperatures come down a little bit on Monday and especially more towards next Tuesday, a week from today, but it's a temporary cool down. That may be one of our few chances of moisture there on October 1st. I'll show you that on the long range models in just a bit here. And then temperatures do start to come back up after that as we look towards the 2nd and 3rd of October. We're back to above average once again for the beginning of October. Looking at North Platte, today's temperatures in the upper 70s, and then it's mid to upper 80s. So you're going to have plenty of warm weather ahead of us here. A couple of breezy days today, Thursday, and again next Monday. And Monday's when temperatures come back down just a little bit. Looking at the extended forecast for the North Platte area, again, that brief cool down next Monday and Tuesday, but then we're right back to the lower 80s Wednesday and Thursday of next week. And in fact, as you look at the Climate Prediction Center's outlook, we're likely to stay on the warm side. This is week 2, so this is next week, the first week of October. And we are going to be continuing to probably see above average temperatures and that trend towards likely warmer temperatures to the west. A lot of heat over the Great Basin and part of the desert southwest. Not a lot of cool air across the country, and fortunately most of the country looking quite warm and quite dry. A little bit of extra moisture maybe over the east coast, but we're likely to see very dry here in the middle part of the country, a little bit of moisture in the northwest part of the United States. Let's take a look at the regional outlook here as we look at the extended forecast models. This is the European forecast model. Again, a little rain today wrapping up. Not much then for the next several days to come. Now, again, there's that tropical system to our east on Thursday and into Friday, but notice all the rain looks to stay still to our southeast here. So there could be some good rain down in southern Missouri, but unfortunately we will not get in on much more than just a few extra clouds this weekend. Now, by the way, let's back it up here. This is Saturday afternoon. Husker game's going to be out in northwest Indiana and in West Lafayette. Could be a little bit of rain there for the Husker game. It's always gray when Nebraska plays at Purdue, isn't it? Well, it could be gray again this year, possibly. A little bit of rain there if you're looking at the forecast for the weather forecast for the Purdue and Nebraska game on Saturday. Clouds sticking around Sunday, but then clearing on out, and we'll see quiet weather Monday. Maybe there's that little bit of a cool down but not much moisture, unfortunately, coming with that as we look towards next week here. The European and the GFS are a little bit different when it comes to the extended outlooks, though. So that's why there's not a lot of confidence down the road. We'll probably stay warm, though. Here's the GFS model. There's the rain today. Then quiet weather with lots of sunshine Wednesday and Thursday. There's that system to our east and to our southeast bringing all that rain, but unfortunately we just get in on some of the clouds Saturday and Sunday. Again, Saturday afternoon, rain in Indiana for that Husker game. For us, then that system finally moves out to the east on Monday. Here's the slight cool down. So notice the GFS is quicker with the cool down Monday and Tuesday, so I'm actually leaning more towards the GFS when it comes to the extended outlook, where we'll cool down a little bit Monday and Tuesday and then rise back up beyond that. Not a lot of moisture, though. We're likely to stay pretty dry into much of next week here. Let's look at the extended forecast outlooks when it comes to temperatures, and you can see we're a little cool today, but warming up. After a cool start tomorrow morning, we're warming up here. We'll trend towards warm weather here as we look toward, and look at the heat off to our west. The European model is really holding off the big cool down until Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then another one coming later next week. So that's where the European and the GFS differ. The European has us pretty chilly as we get into the end of next week, which would be kind of towards the 3rd and 4th of October, whereas the GFS is not going with the big drop in temperatures here. Right now I am leaning towards the GFS. Usually long range I lean towards the European, but I'm actually thinking that we may actually trend towards warmer weather. So here's the GFS model. Again, we've got warm weather ahead of us this end of this, much of the rest of this week, right into the weekend. And then here comes the slight cool down Monday to Tuesday. But then we're warming back up here. So notice the cool down not sticking around. We'll kind of start to trend a little warmer again as we get towards that Thursday, Friday time frame, as some of that warmth starts to budge back in and the cool air stays off to our east. So we'll see how things play out in the long range. There is some uncertainty as we get into next week, but certainly for these next 7 days, we're going to be on the warm and dry side as the rain moves out of here this morning. Well, with that, I'm going to leave you with that look at the Tri-City 7-day forecast one more time, and I'll let you all go for it today. I do want to thank you all for watching on this Tuesday morning. I'll be back with you on Wednesday with all the latest. Until then, take care and God bless. Bye.